So I made some chicken stock the other day, as you can see, but there's no way that I can use all of this up. I do not like to freeze it. I want to can it so it's shelf stable. So I am just reheating this broth up so that the fat will redistribute back through it. So those are the half-gallon that I emptied, and these are going to be the jars I use. They're clean, they've been washed. I'm gonna use my jar funnel and get them in and see how many we can actually get. I love making homemade chicken broth, bone broth, beef broth, vegetable broth, you name it. I use it for a multitude of purposes while cooking, and it's just something I love to have on my shelf. Okay, so we ended up with about 7 quarts and like maybe a cup left in that. So that gives us what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, like 17 cups of broth, which is absolutely fabulous. I mean, look at that color. It's amazing. You know me and my broth. Absolutely love it. So now we are just going to take our vinegar and we're going to clean the rims really good. And you definitely want to do it really good because chicken broth is fatty and you definitely want to have that seal clean. And I also like to do the outsides as well. So it's the top and the outside where the rings attach. We clean our jars very well. Our jars are clean, and I have a little bit of this vinegar left in here. And don't forget, we're going to dump that in our pressure canner. Just kind of helps to keep the jars clean. Now we're going to take our washed lids. And this big one is going to go in the fridge, so we're not worried about that. But now we're just going to finger tight the lids on. Don't forget to add the vinegar. So we have our pressure canner right there. It is going to come to temperature. We have to let the pressure build up inside of there, and we need to see the steam releasing from the top. It needs to be a steady stream releasing from the top, not like smoke signals, if you will. So once we see that, we will start the timer for 10 minutes. Once it consecutively goes for that 10 minutes at a nice steady stream, I will put my weight on. I will bring it up to an 11 psi, which is what I need for my elevation, and we will process it for 25 minutes. And hopefully, it's all going to seal and go well, which I think it should. There's no reason it shouldn't. And I do apologize for how I'm doing this with covering my mouth, but you know, with as many broken teeth as I have from that fall in the barn, I'm just not willing to to come on camera right now. So This is where we're at. This is what I'm going to be doing, and whatever way I can cover my mouth, I'm going to cover my mouth. All right. This is the steady stream of steam. So now that this has happened, I'm going to start my timer for 10 minutes, and then once that's done, I'm going to put my weight on. See how nicely that's coming out? So, 10 minutes. Okay, the timer has gone off, so now I'm going to take my weight. I'm going to put it right on top, which is how it goes on my press dough. And now I need to wait for this gauge to get up to 11. Again, remember, it's very important. You have to can at your elevation, so make sure you know it. And it's also extremely important that that gauge does not go below your PSI number. Going a little higher is fine, but if it does end up going lower, you have to start counting all over again. So it's very, very important to keep it at your PSI number. All right, I'm at 11, and I am going to start my timer. Our timer went off, so now I have shut the heat off, and I'm going to let this naturally depressurize, which basically means my gauge is going to get down to 0. This nipple valve in the front will be pushed down flat, and when I release the weight, it will not have any bursts of steam that rush out at you. So this just takes a little while, just, maybe 10-15 minutes. No big deal. We are done. Well, I want to thank you so much for joining me today as we canned up my homemade chicken stock. This is a wonderful addition to have on your shelf because it can be utilized in so many different ways and in so many different dishes while cooking. Now I'm just going to record today's Canning Chronicles in my journal so I will have a complete record for reference if I need it. Again, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new to my channel, my name is Shawn Marie. Welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. I hope you'll consider hitting that subscribe button because I do make a new video every week and you never know what it's going to be about. But one thing is for sure, it is always about curating my handmade home one day at a time. Again, thank you so much for stopping by my home today as we canned up some delicious chicken stock, and I hope I've inspired you to put some on your shelf as well. The possibilities are endless for what you can use this for all of your cooking recipes, and there is absolutely nothing more delicious and nutritious than a stock created on your own kitchen stove with ingredients you can control. Thanks again for stopping by, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.